Hello everybody, I'm back again with LEGO Transformers Treads. Now with Treads, I wanted to do something that was a little bit different than a lot of the ones you get, and a couple people have done snowmobiles before, as this guy is, but not a lot. So I went with that, obviously a white and black color scheme, mostly black, and then out of the blue windshield, which draws, I feel like, a lot of attention to the windshield. And then you can kind of see it. It's actually got a track. So that's kind of nice. Track does not spin. But hey, it's got a track. And it's using the same technique my missile launcher transformer that I made earlier used. Then I believe the missile launcher one is still unnamed. So, this is just kind of showing you his motorcycle. Here he is from the bottom. It's not really giving away a whole lot. He's got the skis. Look at the top. He's got his seat, gas cap, obviously handlebars, no headlights or anything. You can make it look like he's turning by rotating each ski individually one way. Only so far though. But still, kind of you get a look like that. That it looks like it's turning. Sadly, obviously, there's no like drive shaft or anything, or whatever it's called that allows the vehicles to turn. But here he is in vehicle mode. Now here he is next to a minifigure. Now this maybe size accurate. I'd say he's pretty big for a snowmobile. So I think he's a little bit too big to be size accurate. And then also, here he is next to my Devastator. Now there is nothing size accurate about this build, considering this guy's supposed to be smaller than a car, and the smallest vehicle in Devastator is supposed to be bigger than a truck, or bigger than most like pickups or anything. So yes, that is very much not to scale, but there he is compared to the minifigure and Devastator. So now I suppose we should get to transformation. So transforming him is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You want to start by just kind of getting the skis out of the way, and then come down here to his track and tread area and split it on this hinge. What that's going to do is that's going to give you space. Oh, don't want to pop it off. That's not any fun. But what that's going to do is that's going to give you space to take that and bend it forward. Take that and bend it forward. And then you can bend there, bend that again, and then split the legs. And so then there you have that, and then you can kind of straighten them out at the knee so the feet are flat on the ground. And so then you have the legs done. You can probably already tell pretty much where this thing is going in terms of how it transforms. So now that you're done with the legs, what you want to do is you want to kind of, on this black piece, there's stud friction, so you kind of want to squeeze it, and you want to shift it down on the hinge by the bar, and also turn it on stud friction, just to kind of get it wiggled down and over the gas cap as much as possible, until you get something like that. So now the gas cap is kind of covered up, and this was angled the other way, but now it's kind of up at that angle. Then you want to take the handlebars and just fold them upwards against what will be his belly, actually. Then what you want to do is you want to take these droid arms and ski section, and you just want to shift it forward for now. Just get it out of the way, take this whole section, and shift it forward. Okay, and then you want to take this head. His head is kind of crooked up in there. You want to take it out, just on this circular hinge, and then just rotate it around, just like that, 180 degrees, and then you are almost there. All that's left to do now is bring this head all the way back, bring these skis up kind of like that, just to get them out of the way, and then take this head, and on a hinge right here, move this whole section up. And then what I like to do is, if I make sure it's all lined up properly, I like to take his head and I like to bring it forward. So now there's that. And then come back here, take his arms, and rotate them like that. And I'm sorry if my camera's not picking up black well today. I have a little bit of a different lighting situation than normal as I'm trying some new stuff, so let me know what you think of it. But then again, like this one, you want to shift this one down, like that. And then take his arms and bring them down. So there you have that. So we are almost done. Now it's just a couple of final adjustments. The next step is you can do whatever you want with these treads. You can have them flip back over the shoulder like that. I like to bring them up and just kind of tuck them into his side right there. So bring the Jordan arm as far up as possible, angle it in, and just kind of tuck it in right there. And it kind of gives you a look similar to this, and I like that. And then the final step to transforming him would be to take his tracks that split in half on each arm and just rotate them almost all the way up, kind of back like that. That's what I like to do. Again, you can leave the tracks wherever you want. So then there we have that. So now here is Tread in robot mode. And he's got feet, so he's actually really, really easy to stand. So getting back to what I said earlier about wanting something a little bit different than most Transformers you see. Obviously, this has been done before. It has been done on Hound, and it has been done on other LEGO Transformers and stuff. But I was thinking kind of a fat Transformer. So, Hunchback, kind of just not really, maybe a fighter or something. But Hound from Age of Extinction had this kind of look to him. And I made the front of him just a big kind of belly with the handlebars and stuff. And then his head, it's got this circular piece and then two flat pieces to kind of define his jaw, which I like. And it's really forward and hunched over. Here he is from the back. And then obviously his legs, big feet, not very long legs. Like I said, easy to stand, but just a really stocky build and stuff. And so that's kind of what I was going for with this. It's unique. Like I said, it's been done before, but not very often. And so I really like this on treads. And I think it turned out quite well. So then, I suppose we should get into size comparisons. So here's treads. Here's the minifigure again. Now this very much could be size accurate. Considering he's a snowmobile, he's only a little bit bigger than a minifigure. So you could see that as a pretty close accurate if you want. And then here he is with my Devastator. Again, treads is much, much too big, and compared to all the rest of my Transformers, Devastator is pretty small. But I feel like that's okay, because I still like him. But, getting off of the subject of Devastator and taking a look again at treads, let's get into his articulation. So his head can go up and down on that joint. And then obviously as you saw for transformation, his whole body, upper body can kind of move back if you want it to for some reason. His arms have no elbow bend, sadly, but they're on a clip with stud friction, and it can only go up so far and down that far. So his arms aren't the most articulated, but that's okay. I don't expect him to be moving much or taking a bunch of poses. But then his legs are actually pretty articulated with one of those circular hinges in the hips to allow it to go out, and it can go forward and back, obviously. And then the stud friction circular hinge at the knee, along with forward and back at the foot. So I say his legs are pretty well articulated. The rest of him, you're not going to get a whole lot of posing out of him. But I like him. He's just a character that is unique and different, and it turns into a snowmobile, so it'd be small. But I don't know. I like it. And so I guess that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you haven't checked out the Devastator video, check that one out. That's pretty cool. And I'm signing off.